Okay, hi. My name's Ava. I'm 15. I'm year 10, so a sophomore, I think, in American schooling or whatever. I don't know where else there's like sophomore and stuff, but yeah. And this isn't the real GS set. I'm not even wearing a full set right now. This I got off Shein, so yeah, it's a dupe. Anyways, I wanted to talk about depression and how depression literally turned into a trend. Like, depression wasn't depression anymore. Depression was a TikTok trend. This, it just makes me so angry thinking about this, because, like, people would post videos on TikTok, and, like, here's the scene. It's after school, they just got home, got dressed, got it, like, refreshed themselves or whatever, and they just lie in bed and go on their phone. Not for the rest of the afternoon. Like, they just lay down and just got into the bed and went onto their phone, right? That's the scene. And then they record a TikTok of themselves lying in that bed saying bed rotting instead of doing the dishes, and they post it, and then maybe like a couple minutes later they get up and go do the dishes. That's not bed rotting. That's not bed rotting. Like, bed rotting is something completely different. And I'm not saying this from someone who's never bed rotted before. I bed rotted so bad. Like, the reason why I have this bed, I really like bunk beds, but I had to get a new bed anyways, because my old bed, there was mold along the walls behind my bed and in my mattress and in the like wood paneling of my bed. There was a mouse living in my bed frame, because it wasn't like just a normal wooden one. It was like kind of hollow. It had like, this was my back bed frame and this is all covered, but here, like, it was covered here too by like a thin like fabric, but it was hollow. There was a gap. It's kind of like a wall, That's bed rotting. And even then, I would still get up and go to school and like, unpack the dishwasher, but then the rest of the time, the rest of my day, I would sit in bed. And weekends, I would stay in bed. Like, and to me, I don't even consider that really bad bed rotting either. Like, there's worse, So I just can't fathom the fact that people posting bed rotting before I go do this. I can't be bothered doing this, so I'm gonna bed rot. Like, what do you... Why is bed rotting becoming a trend now? Why are we posting it on social media? People don't really do it anymore. That was like a couple months ago. But still, like, the thought frustrates me. And then it was also like, there would be videos, and like, I'm not saying that these people who posted videos weren't depressed, but I just feel like people who were actually struggling with depression, they would go to social media and like post a video, and it would mention something about their depression, right? And then that kind of spiraled into like multiple people doing it, and I feel like a lot of those people were self-diagnosing themselves. And I've self-diagnosed myself with a lot of things before. Like, I was gullible. I self-diagnosed myself with ADHD. I self-diagnosed myself with depression at some point too. But, like, I didn't really be like, oh yeah, I've got depression. Because, like, I didn't have a doctor saying that I did. I didn't have antidepressants or anything like that, So I just... Like, why is everything a trend? Why is, like, women sexualizing themselves being a trend? Why is bed rotting a trend? Like, why is, like, thoughts of a trend, it's become a trend? Like, some people actually do experience that stuff, and then people post it just when, like, oh, their boyfriend, like, broke up with them. I don't know, that's a really bad example, but, like, people post something like that when their mom said no to buying them chocolate, and they're like, I'm so depressed, like, I'm just gonna... myself. I feel like it's just kind of, like, disrespectful to the people who actually do go through that, Like, people actually struggle on a daily basis dealing with things like that, and then also having to take all of this medication to regulate their emotions, which in turn, when they wean off of the medication, when they go off of it, the emotions aren't regulated anymore, and then they kind of become addicted to that kind of medication. Not really addicted like drugs, but like, you know, with antidepressants, it suppresses your negative emotions, from what I know. I don't really know too much about them, but I didn't go on them, but a family member wanted me to go on them. My mom wanted me to go on antidepressants for a while, but I refused. But like, one of my friends, I know she goes on antidepressants, and like, she can't get off them, because every time she goes off of them, like, those negative emotions that were being suppressed all flood back in, and she doesn't know how to deal with that. She doesn't know how to, like, express them, how to deal with them in a healthy way, so then she just goes back onto the antidepressants. It's a cycle, you know? It's just disrespectful to people who have to deal with that. It's really rude. So, I don't get why everything's a trend. Like, everything's a trend. Like, even icks are a trend. This isn't really so much now, but there was like a time, I remember, people, like, a lot of people would be posting about, this is an ick, this is an ick, this is an ick. First of all, I hate icks. Like, oh my gosh, there was this one video of, like, this wife was recording her husband in a pool carrying carrying a drink for her and a drink for him, and basically there was like a bar in the pool, so he had to go in the water and get the drinks from the bar and then walk back to his wife. But his wife's busy recording him as he's walking back, and he's like smiling and showing the camera the drinks because he thinks it's a cute video. And instead the text is something like, new ick unlocked, when his body looks like this underwater. And basically the water, because of how water works and how reflection of water works, his legs, like, you couldn't really see his torso. The water like cut off his torso, so it just looked like he had extra long legs, you know? And that's just so stupid to me. Like, I cannot fathom that. First of all, why are you posting that of your husband? Second of all, why do your ex exist? Like, I get it. Maybe you didn't find him as attractive as you normally do in that moment, but you're not going to look at him in the face and be like, oh, you're unattractive, stop it, get out. Otherwise, I might have to divorce you. That's literally what ex are. It's like when you have a boyfriend as well. It's not even just in marriages. It's like, oh, you run when it's raining. You run to get to a roof, like under a roof. That's such an ick. Like, I'm gonna break up with you. Do you realize what you're saying? You probably do the exact same thing. Like, what? Everything's a trend. And so many people posting that, and like so many people like, oh yeah, my ick. And it makes me so frustrated. Like, why? What? Why are we disrespecting what people actually go through? Why are we, like, being rude to our partners and people they were interested in just because we don't find them as attractive as we normally do when they do a certain thing? Or, like, just because, you know, they're caught off guard doing something nice for you, getting a drink for you, and you're being disrespectful. Please explain that to me, because I'm not following. That makes no sense to me. What do you get out of that? What do you get out of posting it? Posting it is another level. Like, thinking that in your head is like, oh, it's not really nice when, like, he runs underwater. You know, like, people running in water and they go really slow. Like, it doesn't make me look at them and be like, I got the ick. No, bro. It just, it's so frustrating. Why are people so sensitive? Just grow up. Like, next thing you know, you're gonna get an ick because of how your husband or girlfriend or wife or boyfriend breathes. Like, they'll be breathing, like, and you'll get an ick. Like, damn. Have you considered maybe the fact that you're into the opposite gender? Have you considered maybe the fact that you're just not into living beings? Maybe go marry train tracks. I don't know. Like, literal, actual train tracks. Like that one lady did back when I was a kid. Just, like, why would you post that onto the internet? Probably where your partner follows you and is going to see that video. That is just rude. And also back to the the oppression is a trend thing, that's also rude, you know, being like, bed rotting. Like, bed rotting, that's a serious thing. People have mold growing behind their walls, mold growing inside their bed, literally a sweat outline of their body on their bedding. And you're over here saying that you bed rot when you don't want to do the dishes, when in reality, you're just procrastinating by lying in your bed for a couple minutes, maybe even an hour. That's not bed rotting. Sorry, I'm sorry for being so upset in this video, but this topic just makes me so angry. Like, why do you act like this? Why is our society so immature? It's actually, I cannot fathom it. Oh, I got the ick from how he drinks water out of straw. How else is he meant to drink water out of straw? Through his nose? Like, what? Is he just meant to look at the straw and then all of a sudden the water's, like, inside his body? Like, people can't do anything at this point. People can't do anything without it being an ick. It's, like, I cannot fathom it. It's embarrassing. And not for that person. It's embarrassing for our society as a whole. But anyways, I'm gonna go now. Bye.